let's go over all the best shots from Waco that you totally forgot about. So about 92% of you are watching but not subscribed to the channel, so if you could, please subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. Alright, so we were less than 1 week away from Waco starting, and usually I'm not actually that hyped about Waco. I know there's just a lot of randomness, and if you hit one tree, you might be out of the tournament because you might go OB, get a double, have some crazy stuff happen. But watching these highlights, I am just so ecstatic for all the potential possibilities. We have such an extreme depth in MPO and FPO that we're going to get a lot of interesting things happen. We already have just like a tremendous array of storylines from Waco. We have Nico winning from a crazy 60-foot putt on hole 17. We have Colten winning his first and only Elite Series tournament win. That was the very start of COVID, so it was only a 2-rounder. We have Paul going a tremendous perfect 18 under. There are so many crazy Circle 2 putts, and this compilation just reminded me, oh yeah, disc golfers are pretty amazing when they're not destroyed by wind. And a lot of this compilation is still windy putts, so those are really cool too. But getting some nice wooded rounds in is just super, super fun. I just really don't love starting with a golf course. So now that we get to get a little bit wider breadth of field for tournaments is just really exciting. And getting the field back into it. I don't know if Ricky's still playing, but we have basically everyone coming to this event. And there's going to be basically no reason why a win doesn't count because there are so many amazing players at this. And looking back on Paul's perfect 18, I definitely think there were a lot of like soft par 4s. But if you look at it, nobody was really even close to him. Like he was a pretty far stretch ahead. So the fact that he was able to get his second perfect round is just amazing. I definitely don't think that'll ever happen again. I think just like the way the courses are laid out from here on out, there really are no soft par 4s besides Vegas, and that's tremendously OB laced. But to add on to that, looking at Simon's shots, it is just so much fun. Him and Eagle, of course, throw some of the craziest lines that I cannot imagine throwing, especially in a tournament. Obviously, hole 18 comes to mind, where Simon throws the most ridiculous putter shot, and then another year he throws an insane flip up in the wind that seemingly somehow gets right up to the basket, and then it has so much power that it zooms like 60 feet past the basket, then stays in bounds by like a foot. Just amazing shots here that gets me so excited. And then we have Valerie totally destroying, had some amazing putts, but really the golden shot was definitely her up shot to the pin on hole 17 final round. Just throwing against the wind towards the tree on an ante line, goes right up to the basket, and she wins. It was just a crazy, crazy shot, and I still cannot believe that it was just so perfect with the wind going against her on the whole flight. I also think another great facet of this tournament is that because it's a little fluky, undeniably, there are a lot of random players that come up on top. We have so many instances where league card, while they may not remain on league card, we get some really new names. Kale seems to really love to shine in the first couple rounds here. We also get some germ appearances, definitely KJ, and we get to see just an amazing display of players that you don't normally see because they're just like, maybe they're just not that elite yet, or they're just not that great at putting yet, but for whatever reason, they just totally shine on this course, and I'm very excited to see who that will be. Watching the compilation back, I saw one clip where there was a little tiny Gannon, I think he was 15 years old, throwing just the most lanky forehand upshot that just got totally parked. And I was just like, yeah, like even Cannon's like a relic of this tournament. I'm really hoping it is not like some years where the front 7 holes, I think, are just totally windy. I do not want to see that. That would be super lame. But getting a wide breadth of players is really what I'm looking for. So yeah, overall, very excited for this tournament. If I had to do it, ranking my top 5 predictions, I'm going to put Paul at number 1. I think he just has too much history here to not succeed. His putting remains incredibly consistent no matter what hole he's on here. I think KJ's looking for some revenge from last week. So I think if he gets second place, that would be exactly what he's looking for, really. I mean, obviously he wants to win. I see him being a second place finisher. Third place, it's got to be Eagle. I think he has a lot to prove here. He has a lot to show that he doesn't need distance, but he has tremendous accuracy. And then 4th and 5th, I think it could be anybody. I definitely think there's going to be some players that you don't think about that often, but that really show up in accuracy-based wooded rounds, like Matteo, Matt Bell, Germ, Double G even, because there's a surprising amount of distance holes, even though it is a pretty short wooded course. But I think I got to give it to Dickerson, number 4, and finishing it out, number 5, Simon. I definitely want him to do good, but I also think he just has a good success rate here. He definitely could have a similar result last week where he showed up and then had a little bit of fall off. But I think if he stays strong all of the rounds, then he has a very good chance of getting top 10. So I'm going to put him number 5. Let me know what you guys think. If you have different predictions, make sure to let me know. I'd love to hear it. Make sure to subscribe. Wild Runs signing out.
In these eagles and pars, we're going to need to see that all green.
I know, this time I laid it up, so I don't feel as guilty towards it.
Yeah, true. It wasn't like you missed.
No, I laid it up, so.
And the fans, man, going